Yeah, like a moment in practice or again when you just like messed up like bad. You're like, oh no.
Oh, I got one. So first game of the season.
Which one?
Shout out Billy Bowman. So we had this play, and it was just a lot going on. We get to play in late, and I'm just like, it's another play I'm thinking about, and I remember vividly. It starts with an R. Both of the plays start with an R. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I'm blitz. So I think we get like a 3 and out. Billy tackles a guy wide open, gets a guy down. We get a goal line stop, and I get to the sideline. And at the time, like I didn't know. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm supposed to blitz. So I get to the sideline. What happened on this play? BB come to me. I'm like, what you talking about, blitz? Yeah, you're the half field player. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I said, oh, well, good thing he didn't score. He was like. I was just like, man, I felt so bad for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, he would not let it go. I'm just like, okay, I get it. I was supposed to be the half field. Like, just take it, just chill. It's over. We won 73-0. Yeah, they're hard on us, man. He should.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Come on, you're doing something wrong. You want to hear the West Virginia story?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I want to hear the West Virginia story.
Okay, so what was that, 21 or 22? So 22, we playing West Virginia at West Virginia. And again, like, it's cold. I'm just, I'm tuned into the game, but I'm just like, it's cold. They'll call my name eventually, whatever. So I get in. I believe somebody's helmet came off or something. He's like, okay, like, Jay, you ready? Yeah, go in. So I know the play. So they motion to like this bunch, like a tight bunch. And like part of my rules is like, okay, if it's a bunch, like, or if it's a 3-by-1, my rules change. So I'm coming in, I'm like, okay, all right, 3-by-1 motion, boom. And I'm supposed to blitz this time. But I don't. So we get, luckily, Jordan Kelly, they fumble, he picks up the ball, and I try to get it. Like I try to steal it from him. Because at the moment, I'm like, I'm supposed to blitz, but I know I'm going to get cussed out. So let's try to get the fumble recovery. And he picks it up, holds it out. I'm like, low-key, I'm hating. I'm like, man, I need to get down with this. I'm finna go to the sideline. He's finna cuss me out. I know it's coming. So he said, I run to the sideline. BB comes up, runs up to me. So what were you doing on this play? I'm like, oh, let me help you. Talk. You have to talk. Nothing? Okay, all right. And walks off. He said, he's not getting back in the game. I deserve it. And it was crazy. I'm always, it's a lot going on, getting a call, shout out Kip, getting us calls, linebacker and stuff. So it's a lot of stuff like from the naked eye you guys might not see, and stuff might go good. Shout out Sooner Magic, but sometimes we get it on the sideline for sure.
My moment like that's really simple. It's just I messed up on the play. I was supposed to run a simple go route, but I sat it down. And it's the worst feeling when you're looking at the quarterback and he's looking back at you, but the ball's already just 20 yards in front of where you're supposed to be. And it's never a good feeling. But, yeah, that's probably my moment. What about you, Josh?
I feel like mine was my first spring game. Me and Kaden was actually just talking about this earlier this week. But, like, that was my first, like, game in front of, like, a lot of people. And, like, I don't know why I had a nervous feeling, but I had to be too cool on the field type thing. Like, I guess, like, me just watching, I'm like, these dudes just always look so cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was my first time really playing. So I'm trying to be cool. Like, they call a play, you just jog to the sideline. Like, jog to your area. Like, they call it, you know what I'm saying? Just try to look cool on the field in front of all your people. But, like, now I figured out that just happens when you just have natural swag, when you just know what you're doing. That's what makes you look cool, knowing what you're doing. So at that time, I really didn't know that. I was fresh. So they call a formation, and of course, I'm doing my too cool jog. I jog to the formation, and it's completely wrong. And Jackson tells me, like, hey, over here. So I go to the left from the right with the cool jog, and it was wrong again. And then he says it again, and he's like, go over here. So I go, and I was like, the too cool jog was like a little faster, like, all right, like, oh shit. Like, so I do it again. It's still wrong, and then I just look up, and the timeout's being called, and I'm like, oh, okay. That was probably my first come on moment. But yeah.
College football tees, college basketball tees, whatever you need, Mercury has you covered with the best merch out there. We're talking about high quality clothing, inexpensive, and the best part is I have a 15% discount for everybody who goes and gets some right now. Use the code below, hit the link in the description, and go get your merch now. Use the code to get 15% off. What are you waiting on? Go do it.
Mine, I didn't necessarily mess up. It was just I didn't really have the right game awareness I needed to, but it was in the Nebraska game 2 years ago. It was really like Josh said, for me, it was really my first time really getting my feet wet and playing consistent drives. I pretty much played the whole third to fourth quarter in that game, but so I think it was my first drive. We started on the 10 10-yard line, and the drive ended at I think the opponent's 20-yard line. So it was a pretty long drive, but I get 2 plays in. I'm yeah, I'm feeling good. This is gonna go good. About 3-4 plays in, I start breathing a little heavy. Start seeing some dots. And then we get to the 12th play of the drive, and they call the play for me. It's a little tight end slip to the flat. So I get the call. I'm well, I'm ready for this. I'm finna go score. That's not the case. But
how many yards did it go?
I'm going to explain that. Okay. But so the ball gets height. As I'm starting to run over to do my job, I feel my legs start to get heavy. I'm not right now, bro. I'm supposed to get the ball. This is supposed to be my play. But so I catch the ball. I turn up. In my mind, I'm I'm about to score. I only saw green grass in front of me. Did not. My feet started getting heavy. Defender, I tried to make a move, tackled me for 2-yard gain. But the thing I didn't even notice, it was third down. I didn't even realize it was third down. I thought it was just maybe 1st and 10 or something. It was 3rd and 4, and I got 2 yards, and I didn't even try to reach for the first down or anything. I was so tired, I didn't know what down it was. But I would say, yeah, that was my kind of mess up moment right there.